So actually, the story is a bit longer because by running the distribution business, we discovered that people would really like to try games in Polish, but nobody really dared to localize games into Polish. So it's practically nothing localized. And it sounds really like a no-brainer. 38 million people, predominant language Polish. At that time, English was not that wide known because we were emerging from socialism, but still people were saying, no, nobody will buy these games, the localization will never pay back. We tried it first with smaller kids games like Ace Ventura, Pink Panther. We fully localized them, dubbed them with known actors, even recorded songs, and it was a blast. But those were smaller projects. And then actually the first game that really opened the market to localization was Baldur's Gate from BioWare. So we convinced Interplay to allow us to handle all the localization ourselves. We took all the risk on us, and we spent 6 months localizing. I was the localization manager. My father, who was a documentary movie director, helped me with the studio recordings. We took famous Polish actors, and suddenly this opened the market because I believe our contractual obligation to Interplay was 3,000 units, and at that time, games were selling maybe 1,000, 1,500, so it was a huge bet. We sold on the first day 18,000 units. We actually didn't have enough space in our warehouse to fit all these boxes. So our localization approach comes very much from the fact that we, coming from Poland, we're always hearing, no, we'll not help you to localize because it's too expensive. I don't know, we have to pay the developer $5,000, $10,000. It will never pay back. It's not worth it. It's not worth the time. The market is too small. But it's actually the other way around. If you take care of the market, you take care of the gamers, and especially with a story-heavy game like ours, or like BioWare's, so the RPGs, if you do the right job, it just totally changes the market potential, and suddenly people are able to play and understand your game, and they're buying this en masse. Actually, we did it on all three Witches, and starting from limited number of languages. With Witcher 3, we simultaneously shipped 14 language versions. So that's super important. And also, coming from Poland, I know what a bad localization is because there was a lot of them. So if you are to be immersed into a story, it was like, let's say you're watching a movie and it's badly translated, or that there is, I don't know, strange Polish accent, and you're like, what? It's taking you out of the immersion. So we really pay a lot of attention that the translation is as good as it can be. We want to make it perfect. We want to make it feel native to you. And coming from Poland, first, obviously English, it has to be perfect because otherwise you don't exist. But there is, you could probably write a book about screwed up German localizations of RPGs. I mean, probably half of the RPGs have really bad localizations in Germany, and Germany, it's a huge market in comparison to Poland. So, yeah, we've been through that, experiencing that directly in Poland, and right now we apply the lessons learned in practice. We did, for example, we are the first with The Witcher 3, the first role-playing game localized to Arabic. And people are telling us makes no sense. Exactly what we heard in Poland, and it did. It sold extremely well, and so commercially, it's a very viable project. But then it helps to build the brand for the studio, for the games, and it makes gamers happy. Well, I think it's the key thing at the end of the day.